Hey everybody, Riot Mort here, back with our final pre-recorded video before I start streaming. And we got a game here where we're voting on our portal here. I like Hearthhome, hopefully we can get it. But there's also Targon Prime or Yorick's Graveyard, so we'll have to see which one we hit. Hearthhome's one of my favorites, you get to pick your Radiant item. But what do we end up with? Targon Prime, alright. Now Targon ones are always a little crazy. Targon Prime is all about getting a stimmy. So if you remember the stimmy from set 5.5, where once you go below 40 health, you get a bonus orb, that's what this one is. Now in this version, I believe this was Friday I was playing, the Legends didn't work unfortunately, so I'm on Poro for now, so didn't really get to test that, but hopefully by now you're playing with Legends on PBE. Hopefully the queues aren't too bad. We end up with a lesser champ duplicator, not too shabby. Okay, 2 Renekton's, always down to get a 2-star frontliner if we can. 2 Oriannas also. I think if you watched yesterday's video, you know I'm always going to be down for Piltover. So, if we can get Piltover going, that's always good. Okay, looking around, yep, everyone's got Poro, so yeah, this is when Legends were broken. Alright, tier, nothing crazy here. Could go Shojin for a caster. Otherwise, nothing too wild here. Talia, that could give us Shurima if we want. Okay, Shurima's always a possibility here, early Shurima. And this was before Talia got a big buff, so we'll have to see how Talia does. But it's also the kind of lobby that we know we can like lost streak, get our stimmy, and then turn it around. Kind of like the old set 5.5 days. If you're a big fan of Milk and his Kled, that's a way we could play this lobby. What do we end up with? A Karma? And a Cloak. Ugh, not great. Oh, Prismatic lobby again. Alright, Tactician's Tools could work towards two emblems. I'm looking to see what I have here. Demacia, Ionia, and Sorcerer. Shopping Spree is kind of fun. I'm always down for Ancient Archives. And again, this was before we nerfed the gold on it, so it's always good. Yeah, Ancient Archives, let's take a gamble. So we get that 10 gold, which is always nice. We want to make sure we get at least 6 traits in. Probably buy the Cho'Gath here. Now it's a little awkward, so that gives us 6 traits. And Multicaster is one of them, which is you can't get a Multicaster emblem. So this is about as good of a tome start as you can get. Now it's a question of will we win a fight or not. It's almost worth using the duplicator here for 2 gold on Talia. Almost. On the other side, we see a Piltover player with that Radiant Thieves Gloves. Does look like we're going to lose this, though. They have a 2-star Orianna, a Jace. We have not much else. Maybe we can kill Talia? Or, excuse me, not Talia, Vi. Nice. Okay. Well. Alright, let's pop these tomes. Again, second game in a row you guys are watching me take Ancient Archives too, so you can tell that's kind of my style. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, 2-star Renekton's good. Cho'Gath is good. Alright, what do we got here? Shurima? Piltover? That'll give us 3 Shurima. Do we want to try to go vertical Shurima? I think so. I think we could try that. Hey, there we go. 2 Shurima emblems. That's as good as it gets. So we can just slap those on right away. That's 4. We'll be able to put in the Cassiopeia. That'll be 5. Seems pretty good. 10 gold. Okay, that worked out. So it looks like we're going vertical Shurima. So vertical Shurima is going to be, you know, something like an Azir carry. You can do reroll Akshan, but that's a lot harder without the Deadeye. And our items are very AP based, so this does seem like we are going to want Azir. Yeah, it feels like an Azir game from here. Okay, we do win this fight. Nice. Maybe time to start turning it around. Boom, boom. Boom, bam. Bum, 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 bum. Now we have an interesting situation here where we could level, which would put us at 9 gold, but give us 5 Shurima, which is a pretty big spike. Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out if there's something clever I can do here, and there really isn't. Yeah, we could level up and put in the Cho'Gath, but that won't give us 5 Shurima, so there's not really much point to leveling here. We don't really have the items to get strong. Okay, thankfully our opponent has put their Cassiopeia in the front line, so maybe we'll be okay here. Would love to keep that win streak going. Unfortunately, nope. Just wasn't enough against the Hurricane and the Gunner. I had no backline damage. Not a bad loss by any means, but, you know, can't keep the streak going. A little unfortunate. Yeah, again, we have decent items here if we can get something like an Azir going. It's just going to be a while before we can hit that. So, some tank items here. Something like a Gargoyle Stone Plate for our Renekton would be good. What are we after here? Gargoyle Stone Plate. Gargoyle Stone Plate. Oh, this Mort guy. Why are you grabbing a belt? What are you gonna do with a belt? Redemption? I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Oh. Okay, well, so this is one of those moments where if you're a YouTuber, you're like, Mort likes to cheat. I just hit a Azir on 2-5, first thing. So, you know, if you guys want to accuse me of cheating on this one, this seems like a good enough time. Shojin going to be very good here. So Azir is a champion that's all about ramping up. He needs to get his 3 soldiers out, so you want him to cast those very quickly. And then once those 3 soldiers are out, his damage goes up a lot. So Shojin is a pretty good item on him. Ginsu's is a decent item. Shiv, all that stuff. But you can see here he's got 1 soldier. Now we've got 2. And then once you get 3, every time he casts, they do double damage. So it can be a lot of power here. Nice. Yep, I got the pings. I deserve pings for that. Already hitting 5 Shurima here is a little silly here, but we have those 2 emblems, so maybe this is a 9 Shurima game. Okay, we also hit a Lux. Something 2%er? Something. The problem with the Lux, though, is that we can't itemize Azir and Lux, and we're not really playing a Sorcerer line. So Lux isn't really that great here. We keep the Vi for 4 Bruiser. Bruiser going to be an okay frontline here, especially with Shurima, because Shurima, when they ascend, they get 40% of their HP, and Bruiser has high HP, so not too shabby. Alright, we're up against nothing too crazy here. A little bit of a rogue power, so if the rogues get on the Azir, it's going to be a little scary. Callista doing work on my Cho'Gath. Okay, rogues are on the back line. Thankfully, they're not that strong yet, and we'll be able to win this. Nice. Okay. Again, kind of high rolled the Azir here. Gonna work our way up. I'm feeling pretty good here. Meanwhile, this person named Smogstreams4 is already working their way to their stimmy, so it's not a race. If we find an Uxun, we can hit a 7 Shurima, although obviously we need to hit level 7. So decent amount of gold, another Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai 2 is not going to be that great here, but like it's still a 2-star. Hey, we got an Uxun. Okay. So we're looking really good here. We just got to work our way to 7 and we'll have 7 Shurima. Hopefully we hit some of these pairs. I could probably use the lesser duplicator on Rek'Sai if I wanted more, you know, at least some beef up the front line. Another Vi. All right, what's gonna happen here? Okay, Dragon Claw for some extra tankiness. If we can get a Bramble, that'll be pretty good. put in Uxun and go Last Whisper here. Uxun definitely better than Talia, though. Talia won. All right, we're up against a Void Army that hasn't slammed and many of their items. Finally slams a Warmogs. They don't look that strong, though. A lot of AP, and we have that Dragon Claw, so I think we'll be okay here. Our whole team has ascended. Yeah, and Cho'Gath ascending just gives him so much more health. Okay. Looks like an easy win. All right, what's our next augment gonna be? Hoping for, because we're probably gonna level up and put in the Vi for now for 4 Bruiser. Okay, it's another Prismatic. I'm looking at Jeweled Lotus. I'm always a big fan of that. Unleashed Arcana, not bad. Cybernetic Link. Oh, okay. So Endless Hordes is an augment that by the time you watch this has been removed. This augment was nutty. So it gave you +3 units, and your units can only have 1 item. So you lose a lot of the multiplicativeness of, you know, having items, but you got +3 units. And it turns out +3 units is pretty good, as you're about to see. So that's already going to give us, because now we have all these extra slots, that gets us 7 Shurima and 4 Bruiser. This is pretty bonkers. So, you know, item slots here being 2 Shurima emblems is pretty good. Everyone ascends at the start of the fight. And so now you're going to see that, like, a lot of comps haven't really had time to get put together. And going up against this many units is rough. This player has 55 health. I destroy them, and they take 15 damage on 3-2. So not only is it like you're winning by a lot, you're doing so much player damage. This augment was a little much. It's just a lot to deal with. I don't know. I think we're sitting really comfortably here. It would be nice to 2-star the Talia. I should probably put the Teemo in here for multicaster and strategist. I think this Mort guy, though, isn't very bright. Keeps making these mistakes. Because we still have an extra unit right now. That extra Renekton 1 that does not need to be in there. Put in the Teemo, you idiot. Do it. Now again, Renekton can't have another item, Azir can't have another item, so... But, again, this many extra units, all ascending with 7 Shurima, seems pretty good. And now we have a very real chance at, like, level 8 of just hitting 9 Shurima, right? We just need the Cassante and, you know, who's the other one? Nasus. Cassante and Nasus. So if we can high roll a Cassante, we'll be at 9 Shurima. Is this one of those games where I'm never going to hit the stimmy? That's what it feels like. Feels like a game where I'm just not going to hit the stimmy. Item-wise, we're looking for... So, the other thing with this augment, by the way, is you know what item is really good when you can only have 1 item? Thieves' Gloves. So as many gloves as we can get for Thieves' Gloves, going to be pretty good. If we can grab a glove here. Grab the glove. Do it. Nice. Swain, by the way, is a strategist. The strategist gives your team a shield and AP if you're in the back line. So, could put in the Swain over this Renekton 1. Yep, that's going to give us strategist. Nice. So, yeah. Like I said, I think from here we just go level 8. Because, again, we have 9 units at level 6, which is, it's a lot. It's a lot of power. Now, again, we also high-rolled the 2 Shurima emblems and the Azir on 2-5. So, pretty lucky. All right, up against a Gunner Ashe, Gunner Jinx. It's still a Jinx 2, Sedge 1. Not too worried here. Okay. Yep. And again, how much damage do they take? 13, 14. Ouch. Ouch. Feels mean. All right, this V-Dirt player at 100 health, though, looking pretty scary. Again, we could level up and put in a Noxious unit, a Void unit. Otherwise, nothing too crazy going on here. There's a world where I should consider this Kaisa, but a single item Kaisa, not too crazy. But again, you can see why this augment is pretty insane. All right, up against Demacia here. So many Radiant items. So many Thieves Gloves, Lucky Gloves. Whew. All right, they have Radiant Thieves Gloves plus Lucky Gloves, by the way. That's a really good combo. So, but again, it's a lot of 1-star units, and we have 9 units. So, turns out 9 units is pretty good. Cho'Gath topping my meters, by the way. A champion needs a nerf. Don't worry, he got one. And that was against the person with 100 health, by the way. We just stomped the person with 100 health. All right, Rek'Sai 2, a Deadeye. That's going to give us 2 Deadeye so that Akshan could do some extra damage. Deadeye, not a bad choice here. Level 7 with 10 units. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Again, we want that Nasus and we want that Cassante. All right, what do we got here? No Thieves Gloves. Oh, there's a Thieves Gloves. Nice. Thieves Gloves and maybe Sunfire? Urgot is certainly better than Ashe. Thieves Gloves. If we ever hit the 2-star Swain, the Thieves Gloves will make sense. Sunfire on Vi. Cool. All right. If we can get a Chalice, that'll also allow us to power up our Azir. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. I mean, look at those Thieves Gloves items on Swain. Woo! Hurricane and Hodge. Crazy. Our opponent does not look that scary. Tank items on Darius, who's not a tank. Cho'Gath doing a lot of work here. Cool. Now, it's funny because we still have 1-star Cassiopeia and Talia, so definitely the definition of trait bots at the moment. All right, final augment. Is it triple prismatic? Nope, gold. Tons of stats could be okay. Healing orbs is fine. I'm just never a fan. Medium end shopping. So medium end shopping, I'm thinking, because we're win streaking, we go to 8 here, and it's kind of like high end shopping, just a little weaker, and that'll allow us to find the Cassante. So that should allow us to hit, you know, the 9 Shurima. So I went with medium end shopping here. We'll see if it pays off. But that way we can roll at 8. We can find, you know, Azir 2, find that Nasus 2, find that Cassante, and go from there. Malzahar 3 down there. I probably should have scouted to see what was in the stimmy, because I have no idea what it is right now. And now that almost half the lobby has gotten it. Alright, this person's level 9. They used Hedge Fund to go to 9. They have a ton of Radiant items. They have a 2-star RE. Been seeing a lot of this on PBE, especially pre-Hedge Fund nerf, where everyone just, like, burns down their health. So, and it is enough to beat me. That RE is going to destroy my team. So our first loss here in a while. No big deal. Took some damage, but again, we don't have our stimmy yet, so no big deal. Another Akshan, another Teemo. Teemo could give us 3 strategists if we want it. Okay. Almost to 8. Yeah, that's one of those really greedy boards you see on PBE, where they go to 9, they roll for everything, and see what they can turn it into. So, we'll see how they do. I think it's a little silly they have those items on a Sono 1 and on an RE2, but, you know, they can do them. Up against an Invoker comp. Somebody who got 2 Invoker. Has that Deathfire Grasp, hit my Vi, Freljord. But nothing too crazy. We burn it pretty quick. Yeah, looking good. Alright. And again, this is what I'm talking about. The amount of player damage you deal to people with this augment is just kind of nutty. Bum, 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 da, da. Boom, 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 boom. All right, Carousel. Any Cassantes? Nope. No Cassantes. Sag. We're looking for Chalice. Feels like the item we could use to buff up our Azir. There is a tier. Hopefully we can get to it. Nope, didn't get the tier. Darn. Okay. I don't think we need a second Dragon Claw. Didn't get a Thieves Gloves part. Darn. Okay. Second Dragon Claw? For who? I don't know. Okay, feels like we could level from here. And let's see what we can hit. We're looking for Nasus and Cassante. There's the Nasus. Come on. Scion, not quite. Okay. 2 Aatroxes. Okay, when we see these 2 Aatroxes, Nasus is a Juggernaut. And so Aatrox Nasus, we can have a Shurima Aatrox 2 if we can hit that, which should be quite powerful. Aatrox is another, 5-star unit that you can give some power to, and when he dies, he kind of becomes that enchantment that powers somebody else up. So if we can get a 2-star Aatrox, replace the like Cho and Rek'Sai, go down to 2 Bruiser and play more off the Juggernauts. Definitely an option. We have been stacking this Cho for a while, but at the very least, Rek'Sai and Vi could come out and keep the Cho. Hey, Cassante. There we go. So that's going to be our 9. Yeah, we can get rid of Deadeye. We don't need Deadeye here. I love how I keep ignoring the Swains. All right, we're going to switch that to Scion, which is definitely better. Really don't... Yeah, let's say I don't think we need the Deadeye here. Nasus. Nope. Okay, no Azir's on our roll down either. Are we going to hit Aatrox 2 before Azir 2? That would be kind of sad. All right, so 9 Shurima now. Everyone ascends instantly, and the ascension is 50% better. So we're getting a bunch of attack speed, a bunch of health regen. Feels pretty good. And again, because of Endless Horde, we also get Bruiser. We've got Noxious in now for no reason. So we can start stacking up Noxious, make our Scion big. Again, it feels like if we took out the Cho'Gath and the Rek'Sai and moved the emblems over to Scion and Aatrox, that could be pretty wild. Alright, what do we got here? Bel'Veth? Bel'Veth could be good. And again, we're hitting all these legendaries because of medium end shopping. Even Heimer could be good here. Nope. Come on, Mort. It does feel like you should transition out of here, though. Alright, looking for a tier at least, maybe? Ionic Spark. Okay, there's a Chalice. So we can put that on Talia, power up Azir. Okay, there's 2-star Scion. That's pretty good. Come on, transition. Do it. There you go. Okay, I don't know why you did that, but whatever. We need a Jarvan. That's what we really need here. Ionic Spark on Scion. Makes sense if Azir is going to be a big part of our damage. A lot of 3-stars on the enemy side, but again, we've got this Azir that's going to stack up. Hopefully we can hit Azir too pretty quickly. Also, Aatrox with 9 Shurima, pretty good. And again, you can see we're just kind of rolling everyone over. This is why Endless Horde probably had to go. This was a very powerful augment. Alright, we need Azir, we need Jarvan. Come on. Ooh, Rise. Could also go Rise instead of this Sejuani. There you go. Alright, so which Rise is it? It is the Targon one. So this is the one that lifts an enemy up and slams them down. If you remember Set from Set 4. Ooh, Azir too. So the bigger health thing you pick up, the more damage it does. So if you can pick up something really big, you can do some good damage. It also just gave us 2 Invoker, which is nice. Mana regen for the team. So you can see here, we pick up... What did we pick up? Oh, I think it missed. There it comes. Boom! Yeah, we dropped... Whew! There's so much damage. There's just so many threats on this team now. Chat says, 38 Shurima units. WTF is this? They were not happy about losing. I think this is our comp. I think... You could debate that, like, Jarvan for Swain, but we would lose Noxious. Jarvan for Rise. Otherwise, not much going on here. Seems like our comp. We need an item on Nasus, and we need an item on Cassiopeia, and then we're itemed out. So finding a Thieves' Gloves would be nice. Ooh, that is a big Kassadin. If we could pick up that Kassadin, that'd be nice. Or pick up the Rift Herald. Ooh. Good damage. Rise going, or excuse me, Azir going to town. Woo! And again, you can see even Talia did some decent damage there. Not too shabby. Boom, boom. So is this, I think this looks like a game where we're never going to see the Stimmy, unfortunately. So sorry about that. Aatrox 2 if we can get it. Otherwise, Protector's Vow for Nasus. I don't really think we want to be building a Cassiopeia item. We could be Shroud, but that's lame on PBE. So yeah, it feels like Protector's Vow Nasus here. If we leveled to 9, it would be put in Jarvan. But I don't think we're going to have gold to get to 9. I think it's just try to 2-star with the high-end, or the medium-end shopping, excuse me. Nope. So many pairs. No. Almost out of item slots. Up and down and all around. And yeah, you can see it's 5-5 and there's only 3 players left. That's the other reason Endless Horde had to go. It's just so much player damage. And it felt so much stronger than both Cruel Pact and Cursed Crown, so. The one item drawback just really wasn't enough. Okay, easy win. Here we go. I don't know. This is definitely one of those games where I took notes and it felt like I was bullying the lobby a little. So. But hope you all are having a good Sunday and hope the weekend's been good. Another Cassante. Yeah, we even have 3 Noxious full stacked, so our Scion just has a ton of health. Poor Scion. Scion is like the only person on the team that's not ascending. Scion and... Yeah, it's just Scion. I guess Swain. Scion and Swain are descending. Yep. Oh, he picks up Rise, picks up the Garen and drops the Garen. Too funny. Big win. Cool. So anyway, like I said, this game's almost over. Kind of see the power and see we had to make this augment. But the thing to note here is, like, we wanted to try when we were making a lot of the new augments to, like, experiment and really push the limits and understand. And we knew on PBE we could try them out, see how they felt, and if they were bad, turn them off. Some of the designers want to try some iterations on it, so you never know, you might see it back in a patch or two. But yeah, definitely some unique augments. So give us a lot of feedback. Let us know which augments are your favorites, which augments you're like, why did you make this? Give us all the feedback you can, and we'll be revising. But it's really nice after 3 sets to get a nice augment refresh, because man, I was tired of Celestial Blessing and Thrill of the Hunt, that's for sure. Ooh, Thieves Gloves. If we can pop off the Thieves Gloves. Rise 2, okay. Come on, Aatrox maybe? Are we ever gonna hit anything? No. Oh, there we go, Aatrox. And this poor Swain, I don't think is ever destined to hit. All right, well, at least we got Aatrox too. Like I said, I guess we're never gonna hit the Swain. All right, is this? That's a lot of Noxious. 3-star Darius, 3-star Kled. And again, we only have 1 item on a bunch of characters, but Aatrox doing some big work here. Cassante just knocking out a big target. And so much damage that, you know, boom. A lot of damage. All right, is that it? Nope, 1 more round. 1 more round. So again, let us know what you think. Runeterra Reforged. A lot of fun. Yeah, all right. Tomorrow's videos should be back to my normal stream videos, because if by the time you're watching this, I should have streamed a metric ton now that the servers are working. So, yeah. Cool. And let me know what you want to see. Let me know a lot of fun stuff. So, okay. Let's watch as I Shurima pound them into the sand here. All right, up against the Invoker comp, which some pretty good champions here. 2-star Scion, Karma, the Kaisa, the Yasuo. They don't look weak by any means. It's just 9 Shurima is pretty strong. And look at that Aatrox go to town. That Aatrox doing work. And then Rise dropping people on their head. And there you go. GG. All right. Until next time, take it easy.